At this time, would you please rise for the playing of our national anthem? Please be seated. On behalf of the Lincoln County R3 Board of Education, Troy Buchanan High School administration, faculty, and staff, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you to the 2021 Troy Buchanan High School graduation. It is with a great sense of pride that we come together today to celebrate and honor these seniors who have successfully completed the requirements for graduation from Troy Buchanan High School. At this time, I would like to recognize those Lincoln County R3 Board of Education members, Central Office Administration, High School Administration, and Troy Buchanan High School faculty in attendance for their assistance and roles in providing a platform for today's graduating class to excel throughout their 4 years of high school. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. To the graduating class of 2021, despite all of the challenging circumstances surrounding the school year, you gave us plenty of reasons to celebrate. Graduating high school in 2021 is especially significant. Not only did you earn your diploma by meeting certain academic requirements, you did it through a period of time where you likely faced additional challenges. You faced unique circumstances this year that were unprecedented and unforeseeable. Through it all, you remained resilient and determined. You worked hard, adapted, and stayed flexible. What I noticed most about the class of 2021 this year is that you played with more passion, you sang with more gusto, you learned with more intent, and you truly cherished the time you spent with each other. Due to the adversity you have overcome, you are in a position to accomplish great things. Those you hold closest support you. So pursue great things. Don't put limits on your dreams, and more importantly, don't listen to others who try to impose limits upon you. This world is big, and there is room for a lot of greatness. So on behalf of our administration, faculty, and staff, congratulations on your graduation. We are so very proud of you and can't wait to see your impact on our world. At this time, we will hear a selection of music from our Troy Buchanan High School Express Show Choir entitled, "I Hope You Dance."
Always keep that hunger.
this time, it is my honor to introduce the Superintendent of the Lincoln County R3 School District, Dr. Mark Penny.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Special guests, Board of Education members, faculty and staff, family and friends, and most importantly, our graduates. Good evening. On behalf of the entire Lincoln County R3 School District family, I'm pleased to welcome you tonight to the 2021 Troy Buchanan High School graduation ceremony. I want to thank the members of our Board of Education for their unwavering support of the district's academic and extracurricular programs. Tonight with us is Ron Mills, our board president, Dale McDonald, our vice president, Randy Siebert, our secretary, Dr. David Easterday, our treasurer, Jim Ladley, board member, Sarah Todebush, board member, and Doyle Justice, board member. Let's give them a round of applause, please. I also want to thank our administrators, teachers, and staff for being in attendance tonight and for their daily commitment to build trusting relationships with our students and causing them to learn. Graduates, as I look out into the audience, I see parents and grandparents and loved ones who are very happy to be with you tonight celebrating the achievement of your high school diploma. You've worked hard to reach this goal, and we're all very proud of you. Around spring break each year, I began to contemplate what I'm going to say to seniors on this day. This year was a little different, a year like no other. This evening I want to speak briefly about thank yous, especially the 2020-2021 school year. When I came to Troy in 2011, the students before me were in the third grade. May, I remember you at Main Street. I remember Reese at Quiver Park, and I remember Cooper at Lincoln Elementary when they were in third grade, fourth grade. So I've known this class for some time, and this class holds a very special place in my heart. I've also been asked to describe this year, and words like challenging, taxing, and pressure come to mind. But the word I would use to describe this year is very rewarding, that we did things that other schools did not. At Troy Buchanan, we didn't miss a single day of instruction, and I want to thank our parents and you for the hard work that you did in doing that. So here are my thank yous. Number one, thank you for being resilient. Resiliency is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties and toughness. Resilience is accepting your new reality, even if it's less than good than the one you had before. You can fight it, or you could do nothing but scream about what you've lost, or you can accept that and try to put together something that's good. Number two, thank you for being focused or paying particular attention to. Always remember your focus, and your focus determines your reality, by George Lucas. Number three, thank you for being driven. Be driven, be focused, but enjoy every moment because it only happens once. Alicia Keys. And as Willie Nelson once said, when I started counting my blessings, my whole life turned around. No matter what chapter begins for you after graduation tonight, just remember that some of these thank yous just remind you how much we appreciate you and your families. Thank you once again for being our guest tonight. Troy Buchanan High School class of 2021, you've made it. Congratulations. Moms, dads, grandparents, family, and friends, thank you so much for being in attendance tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It is my privilege to introduce today's guest speakers, Dr. Jewel Homco and Mrs. Natalie Ray Curry. Dr. Homco graduated from Troy Buchanan High School in 2001. She is currently an epidemiologist and assistant professor at the University of Oklahoma. She lives in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma with her husband, David Hinkey, 2 girls, ages 3 and 8, and a border collie. Natalie Ray Curry graduated from TBHS in 2001 and went on to complete a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology and a Master of Social Work degree from Washington University in St. Louis in 2006. She has worked in a variety of social work settings in her career and joined the faculty of the School of Social Work at Missouri State University in 2015. And she is now the coordinator of the Bachelor of Social Work program. Natalie is married to BJ Curry, who is a high school baseball coach and teacher in Pierce City, Missouri, and they have 2 children, Will, age 7, and Ben, age 3. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jewel Homco and Mrs. Natalie Ray Curry to the podium as they offer words of advice, wisdom, and encouragement to today's graduates.
Good evening. Before I start my speech, I have to say I was in show choir 20 years ago, and that was super exciting to see. Great work. So you just heard that I'm an epidemiologist, and I'm guessing there's probably one of 2 thoughts going through your minds. First, what in the world is an epidemiologist? You may have even leaned over to the person next to you and said, "Is she a skin doctor?" Because I get that a lot. Or maybe because we've had such a bizarre year, you actually have heard of the term epidemiology. I have a very hard time describing what I do to people and what epidemiology is, so I actually looked at the CDC website. And according to the website, epidemiology is the method used to find the cause of is the cause of health outcomes and diseases in populations. So this includes everything from understanding how environmental exposures interact with genes to increase risk of cancer, and understanding how infectious diseases spread in populations. I personally work in a department of medical informatics, so my niche is understanding how health information technology impacts clinician behaviors and patient outcomes. But as you can probably imagine, this past year, my life's been consumed by COVID-19 research. Everything from trying to help clinicians implement rapid COVID testing in primary care, to understanding how telemedicine is going to shape our future. So when I was reflecting on this past year and thinking about my own high school graduation, I had a few thoughts. When I stood up here 20 years ago, there were 3 valedictorians, and I know, my classmates were thinking, please stop talking so we can get this show on the road, right? So I'll try to make this short. But first, you guys should all be incredibly proud of yourselves. It deserves an applause. You guys should be so proud. This past year, we've all had to adjust and be flexible. It's been stressful. And everyone, from the teachers, the administration, parents, the graduating class, you really should take a moment and let that sink in. You've done it. Congratulations. My second thought, as I was thinking about what I could possibly talk to you guys about that would be helpful, I was thinking, I was in your shoes at one time. When I graduated, I had no idea what the future held. Yeah, I had a slight obsession, some would argue unhealthy, with infectious diseases. In fact, Mrs. Willard, our college English teacher, added the hot zone to the approved reading list during our senior year, just for me. And if you haven't read The Hot Zone, it's a very good book about the history of Ebola outbreaks, but I digress. But never in a million years did I think that that obsession or interest would lead to my current career. I also live in Oklahoma. Who lives in Oklahoma? I had never even been to Oklahoma. The point is, you may know exactly what you're going to do after you graduate, or you may have no idea. But I'm telling you, there's absolutely no way to know what the future holds. And so that's the beauty of it. And so I encourage you to embrace it and be bold, be brave, and best of luck in everything you do.
Thank you for the opportunity to participate in this year's graduation ceremony. Jewel, it's an honor to be here with you and to hear about the work that you're doing. And I want to make sure that we also acknowledge that we had 3 valedictorians in our year, and Kara Jennings wasn't able to join us tonight. When I sat at our graduation on the football field of the high school exactly 20 years ago today, I really only had a very general sense of what my life was going to hold. I knew I was going to college, and I knew I wanted to help people. I had a work-study job in college where I tutored children in an after-school program who were considered at risk. The director of that program was a social worker, and from her, I learned about this profession that was dedicated to improving human well-being with a focus on social justice and advocacy. That made my path very clear. In my social work graduate program, I had to do internships, and so my first internship was in an agency working with youth who were homeless, ages 16 to 21, and it is not an exaggeration to say that that changed my life. I was 22 at the time, so being around teenagers and other young women who were homeless and hearing their stories was overwhelming, but it also ignited a passion in me to make a positive impact. We did street outreach all over St. Louis City. We explored underground tunnels and riverfront camps and dark alleys, looking for youth that we could engage in services. My eyes were opened to homelessness in the city, and it was something that I wanted to continue to pursue. After I graduated, I took a job with a church that had opened a meals program for individuals who were homeless about 6 months earlier, and I was the first social worker they hired. So my very fancy job title was social worker, and my duties were very loosely defined as help people with what they need. So that included housing, employment, legal assistance, healthcare, you name it. When I transitioned from that position, I moved to an agency just a few blocks away that gave me an opportunity to run a small transitional housing program. It was incredible to see the folks that we worked with go from the streets to our program and eventually permanent housing. Homelessness remains an issue very close to my heart, and I was so proud to learn a few years ago that there was an organization called The Key working to end youth homelessness in Lincoln County. About 5 years after I finished grad school, I met my husband, and we decided to move to Southwest Missouri, where his family was from. I left St. Louis on the condition that we would never live anywhere that was defined as a small town. I took a job in a psychiatric hospital doing intensive therapy with individuals who are suicidal or homicidal or in some kind of crisis. Very different from what I had been doing, but it gave me an opportunity to grow. When I left the hospital, it was to take a job in a federally qualified health center where we worked with underinsured and uninsured individuals. And my job, again, was to help make things better for the patients that were coming there. The joke in the clinic was that when the patient started to cry, that's when you knew it was time to call the social worker in. Along the way, I started teaching and really fell in love with being able to educate and equip and train future social workers. So as you heard in my bio, that's where I am now. I'm the coordinator of the Bachelor of Social Work program at Missouri State University. Now, if you remember when I said a few minutes ago that I told my husband we would never live in a small town, it might surprise you to know that we now live in a town with a population of about 1,300 people. I think there's more than that in this building right now. My husband is a teacher and a coach. Our backyard borders the baseball field, and we are deeply involved in our small town. We serve our community. I became this summer the director of our summer youth program, where we offer baseball and softball for our local youth. If you asked me to describe 20 years ago what my life would look like right now, I could never have predicted the amazing opportunities I've had personally and professionally, or the joy my family would find in serving our community. This has been my path. Your path will almost certainly be different, but here's what I know is true. Each one of you has strengths and abilities to offer your community, wherever that will be. You can make a difference in the lives of people around you, no matter what job you choose. Some of you have a very clear idea right now of what you want to do with your life, and some of you are terrified that you don't. But what the last 20 years has taught me is that you can make a difference wherever you find yourself, in the smallest town or the largest city. And I'll leave you with one final piece of advice. When you look around in your community and you see a need that needs addressing, remember that now you're the adults who are going to step in and do that. Congratulations on this accomplishment, and thank you very much.
As we prepare students for their futures, one building block is dedication. Attendance in any position is evidence of dedication, whether it is in school, in the workforce, or as a teammate in an activity. By having met attendance and grade criteria, students at Troy Buchanan can qualify for exemplary attendance each semester of their high school career. Ladies and gentlemen, in your program, you will find a list of students whose attendance during their first 3 years of high school can simply be described as exemplary. At this time, I ask those students present today and their parents to stand and remain standing as I call their names. Dalton Eichel, Abigail Grossner, Carson Lebeg, Jeffrey Lubert, Natalie Ridenour, Peyton Upton, and Benjamin Williams. Congratulations. The freedoms we are privileged to have in this country are a direct result of the sacrifices of many of the generations of Americans who have served in our military. We are extremely proud to recognize our graduates entering military service after graduation. At this time, we ask those students and their parents to stand and be recognized. We now invite all veterans of military service who are in attendance today to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your service. You may be seated.
Troy Buchanan High School has been designated by the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education as an A+ school. Students must meet specific academic, attendance, citizenship, and tutoring criteria to achieve the A+ status. In short, they have committed to helping their school, other students, and their community. We are extremely proud of our 171 seniors who have earned A+ status, making them eligible for benefits at post-secondary institutions. These students combined completed 8,103 tutoring hours. If all students use these benefits to capacity, a total of $1,949,913 will be awarded. Will the seniors who have earned A+ status please stand? Congratulations. You may be seated. Many students in the class of 2021 have been awarded scholarships from local organizations as well as colleges, universities, and technical schools. If used to capacity, a total of $2,359,328 will be awarded in scholarship money. Students who have earned scholarships from a local organization or a post-secondary institution for either academics or athletics, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Good evening. 19 students from the class of 2021 earned DESE's Career and Technical Education Certificate. Will the students receiving this award please stand and remain standing? In order to earn this honor, these students had to pass a DESE-approved certification exam, complete a minimum of 50 hours of work-based learning in their area of concentration, have a minimum GPA of 3.0 and cumulative attendance of at least 95%, and score at or above the state standard on the ACT, ASVAB, or Work Keys standardized assessments. Congratulations. In your program, you will see the students who have earned one of the Cum Laude awards. The Cum Laude system is a nationally recognized honor, and our students have challenged themselves by taking 12 honors classes, which must include at least one advanced placement course. In addition, these students have maintained a 3.8 or higher GPA in order to qualify for one of the awards. These students have scored advanced or proficient on all end-of-course exams and must have scored a 24 or better on their ACT. The following students have earned cum laude status. Please stand and remain standing when I call your name. Aniston Andreas. Mia Holscher. Isabella Hutton Kidwell. Eva Roth. Natalie Sullivan and Isabel Wilson. These students have earned a GPA of 3.8 or higher and scored a 24 or better on the ACT. These students have been given a bronze cum laude medallion to wear. Congratulations. You may be seated. The following students have earned magna cum laude status. Please stand and remain standing when I call your name. Connor Calvin. Mackenzie Carvalho Talent. Chase Colbert. Erica Doan. Ainsley Drinkle. Shane Hankey. Zoe Kirby. Somera Martinez. Brendan Mosier. Samuel Orme. James Sewall. Christopher Schrammick. And Aaron Vaughn. These students have earned a GPA of 4.0 or higher and a 26 or better on the ACT. These students have been given a silver magna cum laude medallion to wear. Congratulations. You may be seated. The following students have earned summa cum laude status. Please stand and remain standing when I call your name. Dylan Colbert. McKenna DeClue. Holly Doan. Amber Easley. Logan Farrow. Nicole Fieberger. Allison Garrett. Cooper Geisendorfer. Elizabeth Hemmer. Dawson Jeffers. Matthew McLaughlin. Alexander Skillman. And Dakota Smith. These students have earned a GPA of 4.2 or higher and a 28 or better on the ACT. These students have been given a gold summa cum laude medallion to wear. Congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, Mr. Brendan Mosier, 2021 class speaker, will address the graduates and today's guests.
This is surreal. Before I begin, I would like to take the opportunity to thank you all. Although I may not have been lucky enough to form a personal connection with each of you throughout the years, being able to watch as you've overcome your own trials and tribulations has been a sense of inspiration for me. And I would not be the person that I am today if for the friendships I have made, the relationships I have formed, and the very unique interactions I have had while growing up beside the class of 2021. In an effort to display my gratitude and in some very small way give to you what you have given to me, I put in to prepare this speech. The 2 weeks leading up to its deadline, I spent stirring over what to say, battling the ever-present thoughts in my head telling me that no amount of limited wisdom I can impart would ever be profound enough to leave a lasting impact on you all. I thought, how am I in 4 minutes supposed to adequately summarize all of the love, all of the hate, the losses and the pain, the mistakes made, the lessons learned, and the triumphs and the tragedies that have made up the past 4 years of our lives? I thought so much that I found myself sitting at my desk the night before the speech was due in typical high school fashion, with nothing written down and still having no clue what I was going to say to you. That is, until I began to reflect. This may seem like a very obvious statement, but every moment of our lives thus far has led us to where we are now, sitting in these foldable chairs, waiting to walk across this stage, go home and begin the next chapter of our lives. Every moment, either good or bad, will eventually come to an end. And as I sat at my desk that night, the more I began to ponder the implications of these moments in my life and the subsequent impacts that they would have on my legacy. I asked myself a question, a very important one, that I would like to ask you all tonight. If tonight were your last night on this earth, what would you be remembered for? What would your legacies be? For me, in this moment in time, I cannot say that I would be entirely too proud of mine. I, like every one of you, have had my times of resilience and achievement, but I've also walked through some seemingly insurmountable mistakes. Mistakes that led me to forget the person I wish to remember and remember the person I so desperately wish to forget. Now, for the longest time, those mistakes had bothered me. Knowing I could never fully right my wrongs drove me up a wall for a period in my life. That is until I began to realize that my feelings of indignation were a gift in disguise, the gift of not being content. As I pondered this thought, the more of a relationship I began to see between contentment and legacy. Anyway, so as I pondered this thought, I started to think, if I lived each day filled with content, how am I supposed to achieve that in which I set out to achieve? How am I supposed to leave behind footsteps that I deemed worthy enough to be followed in? The simple answer I found myself coming up with was that I couldn't. But we all have different imaginings of legacy. Some of us may wish to find ourselves within the pages of history books, leaving behind a legacy felt by the world. Others of us may wish to leave behind a legacy on our families or in our communities. No matter which of these your heart gravitates to, the core principles, they all stay the same. No matter which of these, I just said that, make sure that you treat every action with a sense of grace and purpose, every interaction with a willingness to understand one another, to display compassion and to show empathy, and every failure as an opportunity to learn, not just about the world, but most importantly, about yourself. It will never be perfect, mistakes will be made, and obstacles will undoubtedly arise, but I can assure you that as long as you all try, you will be able to be at the end of your journey feeling truly content with the legacy that you will leave behind. Now, before I step away from this podium, leaving you all to travel the very unique roads that you have paved for yourselves, I would like to share with you a few words from a man much wiser than myself, and also a lot more well-spoken, if the speech is any indication. Ernest Hemingway once said that there's nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. True nobility is being superior to your former selves. To me, these words speak action. They sanctify that we must cast aside our reservations and search for beauty within the madness of our lives. It preaches that the moment we define our purpose is the moment we will begin to bear witness to astronomical growth. Growth that will take us places we have never thought possible, and which impacts will be felt by your children, their children, and the generations to come. Thank you. It has been an honor and a privilege to grow up beside the class of 2021, and I cannot wait to see what all of your futures hold.
Dr. Mark Penny, Superintendent of Schools, and Lincoln County R3 School Board members, I proudly present the class of 2021. These students have successfully fulfilled the required course of studies as set forth by the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education and the Lincoln County R3 Board of Education. I recommend they be awarded diplomas signifying graduation from Troy Buchanan High School. At this time, Mrs. Suzanne Hall and Mrs. Rosemary Ziegler, with the assistance of Mr. Ron Mills, President of the Lincoln County R3 School Board, will present diplomas.
Thomas William Michael. J.C. Marie Lindemann. There we go, there we go. Still one open. There we go. There we go. Myra Jacqueline Reynoso. Ready? Ryan Joseph Abbott. Luke Ray Marvel Adams. David Jerry Adkins. Sean Scott Adler. Dylan Christopher Albrecht. Seth Hunter Albright. Trinity Rain Allen. Jose Diego Alonso. Sebastian Michael Amos. Cameron James Anderson. Carson Allen Anderson. Cassidy Rain Andasilich. Aniston Jane Andrews. Priscilla Simon Antonio. Stephen Austin Applin. Chelsea Ann Margaret Arnold. Emma Louise Baker. Timothy Joseph Allen Balducci. Emily Rose Barnes. Kaya Mackenzie Barron. Devin Christopher Beckman. Anna Lee Bedsall. Benjamin Marshall Benhart. Seth Michael Bennett. Luke Daniel Berendez. Trevor Thurman Burke. Michaela Ray Blucker. Logan Michael Bobine. Desiree Mackenzie Boone. Jenna Renee Boris. Seth Robert Boyer. Tristan Braden. Ethan Scott Bright. Abigail Lynn Brooks. Jacob Allen Bruns. Benjamin Elliott Brush. Samantha Grace Buckite. Matthew Allen Burtis. Dane Lawrence Burkemper.
Kyle Patrick Burkemper. Alexis Jade Burr. Holly Ann Calhoun. Blake Alexander Calloway. Connor Lee Calvin. Aiden John Campbell. Jackson Storm Campbell. Gabriel Emmanuel Carrera. Sydney Lynn K. Rose. Richard John Carter. Mackenzie Bell Carvalho Talent. Elizabeth Gail Channel. Ashley Mildred Charlton. Cody Lee Christofferson. Tegan Nicholas Ciccarelli. Erica Ann Sissel. Caitlin Nicole Clancy. Garrett James Clements. Chase Joseph Colbert. Dylan James Colbert. James Allen Colbert. Haley Taylor Coleman. Emily Elizabeth College. Zachary Michael Collins. Madison Taylor Coppage. Ethan Tanner Corbin. Trevor Mitchell Cotner. Landon Parker Crum. Wendy Ann Crum. Alexandria Nicole Cundiff. Madison Dawn Davis. Sydney Christine Davis. Lexi Lynn Diebold. McKenna Renee DeClue. Johanna Simone Dickman. Camden Ray Dillow. Erica Grace Doan. Holly Ann Doan. Elizabeth Sistine Damasello. Kaylin Marie Dortry. Elijah Thomas Doge. Ainsley Elizabeth Drinkle. Amber Nicole Easley. Ellie Jane Edwards.
Kylie Rose Eichholz. Dalton Daryl Eichel. Zahara T. Amansuri Harper. Joshua Ryan Estes. Cameron Joseph Michael Evans. Jasmine Jael Fabian. Brian Matthew Falls. Trinity Joy Ferracci. Logan Michael Farrow. Haley Rose Finslash. Allison Renee Ferguson. Daisy Jingyoung Ali Ferguson. Virgil Wu Ferguson. Abigail Ann Fessenden. Nicole Alexandria Fiebiger. Emma Lynn Ford. Abby Isabel Forshee. Maya Desiree France. Aiden Anton Freeman. Luke Thomas Frey. Blake Edward Lee Fryer. Elena Marie Garnto. Allison Nicole Garrett. Miley Marie Garrett. Cooper Lynn Geisendorfer. Addison Haley Gettings. Lindsay Michelle Janakis. Colton Wayne Gibson. Jacinda Ray Gear. Caden Evan Gladney. Savannah Leanne Gennady. Brendan Christopher Gagne. Adriana Elise Gonzalez. Jesus Manuel Gonzalez. Cole Bryant Gordy. Zachary James Gossett. Jonathan Kyle Grandin. Lillian Taryn Grimminger. Angel Marie Griffin. Caleb Stephen Griffin. Triana Kamea Grigsby. Abigail Suzanne Grossner. Gwen Josephine Hammond. Haley Faith Hampshire. Kaylee Marie Hanmer.
Hope K. Harkey. Alyssa Danielle Harrison. Bryce Alexander Harrison. Ella O'Neill Hayden. Madison Lee Hayes. Madison Elizabeth Heaton. Brian Keith Heelig. Jacob Thomas Hines. Elizabeth Claire Hemmer. Seth Joseph Hendricks. Shane Michael Hinkie. Karina Sierra Height. Mia Shea Lynn Holscher. Hannah Maureen Holtage. Dylan Allen Hoffman. Levi Emmanuel Holmes. Chandler Earl Holt. Allison Renee Holtschlag. Ezra Sue Hoskins. Reese O'Neill Hubbard. Sabrina Jo Huddleston. Cody Joseph Hudson. Evan James Hudson. Christian David Hudspeth. Brooke Marie Hutchison. Elena Lee Huttenlocker. Isabella Zira Hutton Kidwell. Caitlin Marie Hyde. Caleb Daniel Jacobs. Phoenix Michael William Jacobs. Hannah Elizabeth Jansen. Olivia Grace Jayoni. Dawson Isaac Chung Jeffers. Jasmine Renee Johnson Rechtenwald. James Edward Justice. Taylor Morgan Kane. Alexander James Kaufman. Lane Wesley Keithley. Nicole Elizabeth Keeling. Sophia Isabel Kennedy. Grace Ashlyn Kenslow. Zoe Marie Nicholas Kirby. Abby Jo Kirchner. Michaelin Jalila Klein. Jalila. So sorry. Brianne Grace Knowlton. Caden James Kreutz.
Cameron Cole Keene. Blake Michael Kuznikoff. James Edward Miguel Labarge. Molly Page Ladley. Richard Evan Lakis. Kurt Alexander Laurent. Richard Scott Laurent. Aiden Ryan Leahy. Nolan Reed Leahy. Carson Richard LeBeg. Dean Thomas Lurch. Dylan Alexander Lisinski. Destiny Brianne Lewis. Hannah Renee Lewis. Colton Edward Ligon. Ethan Douglas Linebaugh. Alyssa Marie Lineberry. Kylie Nicole Linson. Alyssa Nicole Lonis. Dalton Lee Losh. Jacob Michael Love. Michael Anthony Lucero. Jeffrey Michael Lubert. Devin Parker Lunsford. Stasia Clarice Marshall. Carmen Mariah Martin. Taylin Nevea Martin. Keon Lawrence Martinez. Samara Maria Martinez. John Robert Massey. Caitlin Brooke Matashi. Joseph May Maurer. Abigail Rose McCullough. Faith Elizabeth McDonald. Brian Douglas McKay. Matthew Dale McLaughlin. Calvin Russell Meadows. Emily Catherine Merla. Caitlin Elizabeth Merla. Abigail Elvine Meyer. Ryan Michael Meyercord. Ian Cole Markasic Miller. Riley Thomas Miller. Ashley Marie Miseraco. Maxwell James Mitchell.
Mary Claire Mitz. Brendan Wayne Mosier. Claudia Amina Matini. Casey Elena Mudd. Jared Andrew Nelson. Jordan Andrea Nelson. Madison Marie Netzeband. Wyatt Christopher Newby. Sarah Elizabeth Nichols. Chloe Danielle Niederer. Cadence Grace Nixon. Matthew Ray Norris. Samuel Patrick Orm. Serena Dawn Pash. Kennedy Jane Parker. Lily Rose Parker. Logan Bradley Phelps. Mackenzie Nicole Farrago. Lewis Michael Hilliard. Madeline Elaine Pittman. Hannah Christine Poole. Brendan Joseph Price. Emma Mae Marguerite Price. Dalton Henry Pent. Patrick Eugene William Pulliam. Tanya Nicole Quinn. Braden Gage Ramsauer. Marcelena Ramunda Domingo. Dalton Patrick Reese. Elizabeth Joyce Reese. Emily Rose Reese. Daniel Joseph Reed. Joshua Christopher Reed. Rebecca Marie Reed. Ryan Alexis Reinish. Cadence Reese Reller. Natalie Grace Ridenauer. Joseph Lee Ridenauer. McKenna Ann Roberts. Kyle Anthony Robinson. Haley Marie Roper. Eva Francis Roth. Kyle John Ruther. Brandon John Ryan. Morgan Rose Ryan.
Adam Matthew Socks. Natalia Rain Sanders. James Ryan Sewall. Chase Lawrence Schieffer. Emily Michelle Schmidt. Emily Jean Schneider. Bailey Patrick Shaneke. Selena Nicole Schoonover. Gavin Xavier Schramm. Lily Ann Schramm. Connor Nicholas Schultz. Dustin Roger Schwady. Abrielle Lynn Schwer. Neil Robert Scott. Braylon Denali Whitney Scruggs. Morgan Lee Shields. Christopher Lee Schrammick. Alexander Jason Skillman. Trevor William Slusser. Dakota Dale Smith. Garrick Sloan Smith. Michaela Elizabeth Smith. Trista Nicole Smith. Hannah Marie Snyder. Dylan Kane Sparks. Griffin Lee St. Pierre. Kyle Anthony Stallsmith. Aaron Michael Stanek. Alexandria Ruth Stanek. Logan Hunter Steffens. Cameron Richard Stogstill. Boyd Daniel Suchlin. Carson Edward Sutterth. Dawson Matthew Sullivan. Natalie Elaine Sullivan. Diaviana Ann Sidner. Alex Michael Thomas. Zoe Jane Thomason. Sierra Lynn Thorpe. Aaliyah Christiana Marie Thorpe. Kayla Elizabeth Tobias. Angel Lume Tennis Cutter. Andrew Thomas Tonoli. Peyton Marie Upton. Anthony James Vaccaro.
Sophia Antonia Vaccaro. Allison Lee Vanderbeck. Morgan Brianne Vandeven. Abigail Marie Van Meter. Zachary Murphy Vaughn. Aaron Alexander Vaughn. Caleb Kenneth Veninga. Lillian Nicole Walker. Casey Bell Warden. Colin James Warner. Christopher Anthony Warren. Benjamin Chester Wegerson. Josephine K. Weimer. Lucas Timothy Wiesner. Bailey Dean West. Emily Michelle West. Alyssa Jade Weidman. Mackenzie Ray Weiss. Aiden Christopher Williams. Alyssa Marie Williams. Benjamin Robert Williams. Hannah Mackenzie Williams. Kaylee Brianna Williams. Isabella Grace Wilson. Savannah Louise Wilson. Brendan Patrick Winberry. Jacob Timothy Wolf. Lainey Rose Wolford. Trent Simon Wortman. Tabitha Annabelle Weibel. Tyler David Young. Yarli Zamakona. Jersey Alexis Zare. Anthony Robert Zidich.
Seniors, please stand. Please move your tassels from your right to your left as a symbol of your graduation. Congratulations, class of 2021.